Why don't Mexican jumping beans ever get bored? Because they always jump to conclusions. Now, ever wondered why these Mexican jumping beans actually leap around? It's not because of an overindulgence in tequila, that's for sure. The secret lies in a tiny moth larvae taking residence inside. Bit of a shocker, isn't it? Fasten your sombreros, folks, because we're going on a journey into the pulsating heart of Mexico. So, Mexico has a history that dates back to 8000 BC, but don't worry, we won't cover every single detail. We know you have a life. Our journey begins with the ancient civilizations, the Olmecs, Mayans, and Aztecs, who left us a rich legacy of art, science, and culture. Imagine, the Olmecs were carving colossal stone heads when the rest of the world was still figuring out the wheel. And the Mayans? They were busy developing a complex writing system, while also finding time to master the arts of architecture, mathematics, and astronomy. Then came the Aztecs, who, despite their love for human sacrifice, built a thriving civilization with an impressive capital city, Tenochtitlan, right on a lake. Fast forward a few centuries to 1519, when a Spanish dude named Hernan Cortes arrived. With just a handful of men, he managed to topple the mighty Aztec Empire. How, you ask? A combination of superior weaponry, native allies, and sadly, smallpox. The Spanish conquest marked the beginning of 300 years of colonial rule, during which Mexico was known as New Spain. But Mexicans are a resilient lot. They rose against the Spanish rule, and after a bloody war of independence led by heroes like Miguel Hidalgo and José María Morelos, Mexico finally said adios to Spain in 1821. The newly independent Mexico had its share of growing pains, including a little tussle with the United States in the mid-1800s, which resulted in the loss of about half of its territory. But hey, no hard feelings, right? The 20th century saw the Mexican a civil war that brought about significant social and political changes. And let's not forget the cultural renaissance that followed, with artists like Frida Kahlo and Diego Rivera putting Mexican art on the global stage. So, from the ancient civilizations to the Spanish conquest and the eventual independence, Mexico's history is a rich tapestry of triumphs and tribulations. It's a story of resilience and revolution, of culture and creativity. And that, my friends, is 10,000 years of history condensed into 2 minutes. If only history class moved at this speed, we would all be geniuses. Imagine if tacos, flamenco, and Frida Kahlo had a baby. You'd get something close to Mexican culture. Or even better, think of Mexican culture as a spicy taco. It's colorful, full of variety, has a kick that hits you with all the flavors at once and leaves you craving for more. Now let's take a moment to appreciate the marvel that is Mexican culture. A vibrant tapestry woven with threads of history, passion, and creativity. It's a testament to the country's rich heritage. Mexico's cultural landscape is a fascinating fusion of indigenous and Spanish influences. This unique blend, just like the toppings on a spicy taco, has given birth to a bounty of artistic expressions that are as diverse as they are captivating. You can see this cultural amalgamation in the country's art. From the profound symbolism of pre-Hispanic art to the bold and vibrant works of the muralist movement, Mexican art is a visual feast for the senses. But art isn't the only medium through which Mexico's cultural diversity shines. Music, too, is a testament to this blend of influences. Traditional Mexican music is a melodious cocktail of indigenous, Spanish, and even African elements. From the soulful strains of to the upbeat rhythms of banda, music is the heartbeat of Mexican culture. And then there's dance. Ah, the dance. Nothing exemplifies Mexico's cultural vitality quite like its traditional dances. Each region has its own signature style, reflecting the local traditions and folklore. From the spirited Jarabe Tapatio of Jalisco to the graceful Danza de los Voladores of Puebla, these dances are a whirl of color and energy that, much like the fire of a spicy taco, are sure to leave you spellbound. But Mexican culture isn't just about art, music, and dance. It's also about the people, warm, vibrant, and fiercely proud of their heritage. Mexicans infuse their culture with a zest for life that's truly infectious. It's this zest, this joie de vivre, that makes Mexican culture so dynamic and captivating. So, if you're ever feeling a bit dull, a dose of Mexican culture might just be the spicy taco you need. From the soul-stirring art and music to the exhilarating dances and the vibrant people, Mexican culture is a feast for the senses that is sure to awaken your spirit and fill your heart with joy. Ever had a taco so good you thought you died and gone to heaven? Welcome to Mexican cuisine. Picture this: golden corn tortillas cradling succulent, slow-cooked meats garnished with fresh cilantro and tangy salsas. This isn't just food, it's a symphony of flavors, a celebration of tradition, and a testament to the vibrant spirit of Mexico. Let's embark on a gastronomic journey through Mexico, a country that boasts of a cuisine as diverse as its landscape. From the coastal regions to the bustling cities, every corner offers a unique culinary delight that's sure to tantalize your taste buds. In the coastal state of Veracruz, you'll find the seafood to be king. Try the hochinango a la veracruzana, a red snapper dish simmered in a tomato sauce infused with Spanish olives and capers. It's a beautiful blend of old and new world flavors that dances on your palate. Journey inward to the heart of Mexico and you'll encounter the uncomforting mole poblano. This iconic dish from Puebla is a rich, complex sauce of chilies, spices, and even chocolate served over turkey or chicken. It's a dish that's steeped in history, just like the city it hails from. Of course, no Mexican culinary tour would be complete without mentioning the street food. From Tijuana to Tulum, street vendors serve up mouth-watering tacos, tamales, and elotes. Grilled corn slathered in creamy sauce, chili powder, and a squeeze of lime. It's a flavor explosion that's hard to resist. And let's not forget about the beverages. Whether it's the smoky allure of mezcal, the sweet fermented pulque, or the classic margarita, Mexican drinks are as diverse and flavorful as the cuisine itself. But what truly sets Mexican cuisine apart isn't just the chilies, the corn, or the meats. It's the love and passion with which these dishes are prepared. The time-honored recipes, the slow-cooked meats, the hand-rolled tortillas, each element is a labor of love, a tribute to the rich cultural heritage of Mexico. And remember, what's the secret ingredient in Mexican food? Not just the chilies. It's love, and that's not a spicy rumor. It's universally acknowledged that a pinch of love makes any Mexican dish a fiesta of flavors. Think Mexico is all about beaches and margaritas? Well, you're not entirely wrong, but there's so much more. Get ready to say "ay caramba" as we journey through the diverse landscapes of Mexico. But brace yourself, because we're not just talking about a change of scenery. We're talking about feeling like you've teleported to another planet. It's a land of contrasts, where azure seas meet golden sands, where towering mountains give way to lush, verdant jungles. A place where every corner you turn, every hill you ascend, and every path you tread reveals a scene more beautiful than the last. Or, as I like to call it, a natural kaleidoscope on steroids. Let's start with the beaches. Yes, we're all familiar with the picturesque coastlines, where sun-kissed sands meet the crystal-clear waters of the Caribbean Sea. But did you know that Mexico boasts over 6,000 miles of coastline? That's more than enough for you to find your own personal slice of paradise or get totally lost, if that's more your style. Now, let's trade the flip-flops for hiking boots and journey to the majestic mountains of Mexico. The Sierra Madre Range stretches from the northern border to the southern tip of the country. These mountains, draped in pine and oak forests, are home to a rich variety of wildlife and some of the most breathtaking views in all of Mexico. But wait, there's more. Mexico is also home to some of the world's most spectacular jungles. Imagine waking up to the sound of howler monkeys and tropical birds surrounded by lush greenery as far as the eye can see. And if you're wondering, yes, it's like being in a nature-themed alarm clock that you can't snooze. From the Lacandan jungle in Chiapas to the Siancaan Biosphere Reserve in Quintana Roo, the jungles of Mexico are a treasure trove of biodiversity. And let's not forget the deserts. Yes, Mexico has deserts too. The Sonoran Desert, with its iconic saguaro cacti, stretches across the northern part of the country, providing a stark contrast to the green mountains and jungles. So there you have it, a whistle-stop tour of Mexico's diverse landscapes. From beaches to mountains, jungles to deserts, Mexico is a cornucopia of natural wonders that will leave you saying, "Ay caramba." So, next time you're planning a beach vacation, Mexico doesn't just have mountains and jungles, it's like a country-sized amusement park for nature lovers. What do you get when you cross a jaguar, a quetzal, and a sea turtle? No, it's not a bad joke, it's Mexican wildlife. Or as I like to call it, Mexico's Got Talent, the Animal Kingdom edition. Mexico is not just about tacos and mariachi bands. It's a veritable treasure trove of unique and fascinating wildlife. A true testament to the country's staggering biodiversity. Imagine a place where you could be walking through a jungle, spotting a jaguar prowling in the underbrush, and then later that day, be watching sea turtles lay their eggs on secluded beach. That's Mexico for you. In the lush rainforests, you might catch a glimpse of the resplendent quetzal, a bird so beautiful that it was considered divine by ancient civilizations. The jungles are also home to the elusive jaguar, one of the most powerful predators in the Americas. But it's not all about the big and flashy. There are also countless species of insects, reptiles, and plants, each one playing a vital role in the ecosystem. Mexico's oceans are just as diverse. The warm waters of the Mexican Caribbean are home to an array of marine life, from playful dolphins to majestic whales. And let's not forget about the sea turtles. These ancient creatures return year after year to the same beaches to lay their eggs, a truly magical spectacle to witness. But it's not all smooth sailing. Mexico's incredible biodiversity is under threat from habitat loss, climate change, and illegal wildlife trade. But don't despair. There are numerous conservation efforts underway to protect and preserve Mexico's wildlife. From local community initiatives to nationwide policies, Mexico is working hard to ensure its natural treasures are around for generations to come. So, next time you're planning a trip, why not consider Mexico? Not only will you get to indulge in delicious food and vibrant culture, but you'll also get the chance to explore some of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet. So, whether you're an animal lover or just really into nature documentaries, Mexico's got you covered. And trust me, it's way more entertaining than any reality TV show. Think Mexican traditions are all about Cinco de Mayo and Day of the Dead? Well, brace yourself, because there's a lot more to it. In fact, I've heard that Mexican traditions are like a good salsa. They've got spice, they've got flavor, and they'll leave you wanting more. Indeed, Mexico's cultural calendar is as rich and varied as its vibrant landscapes. From the spiritual to the carnivalesque, these traditions are the heartbeats that pulse through the country, unifying its people in a shared sense of identity and heritage. Let's start with the Guelaguetza. Held in Oaxaca, this annual spectacle is a riot of color, music, and dance. The word Guelaguetza derives from a Zapotec term meaning reciprocal exchanges of gifts and services. And it's an apt description for an event that's all about community and sharing. The festival showcases the 7 different regions of Oaxaca, each with its own unique dance and costume, and a dazzling display of Mexican diversity. Then there's the Festival International Cervantino, a world-renowned arts festival held in Guanajuato. Named in honor of Spanish writer Miguel de Cervantes, the festival is a month-long celebration of theater, music, dance, and visual arts. With artists and performers hailing from all corners of the globe, the festival is a testament to Mexico's position on the world stage of the arts. Of course, we can't forget the Day of the Innocents, Mexico's version of April Fool's Day. On December 28th, pranksters take to the streets to pull pranks and hoaxes, all in the name of good-natured fun. It's a day when laughter rings out from every corner, a testament to the Mexican love for humor and camaraderie. And lastly, we have the Night of the Yes, you heard that right. Every December, the city of Oaxaca holds a competition for the best sculptures made from, you guessed it, radishes. It's a quirky tradition that's as fun as it is unique, and it perfectly encapsulates the Mexican flair for creativity and joy. So, if you're looking to add a bit of color and excitement to your life, not try adopting a Mexican tradition. Just remember, the only thing harder than pronouncing Guelaguetza might be dancing it. So, what have we learned today? Well, where do we even begin? We've learned that Mexican jumping beans are actually tiny, moth-filled condos that jump around like they've had too much caffeine. We've danced our way through the colorful fiesta that is Mexican history, dipped our toes into the rich guacamole of Mexican culture, and embarked on a food adventure that left our taste buds performing a fiery salsa routine. We've gasped at landscapes so stunning we couldn't help but shout, "Aye!" and bravely ventured into the heart of wild jungles that would make Indiana Jones sweat. We've discovered that Mexico is far more than just a party destination. Although, let's be honest, who doesn't love a good fiesta complete with mariachi music and piñatas? All of this under the shade of a sombrero so symbolic, it could run for. And there you have it, folks. The complete guide to Mexico. A place where beans history dances and sombreros rule. So the next time someone asks why Mexican jumping beans jump, you'll not only have the answer, but you'll also have a pocket full of fun facts about a country that never fails to surprise and delight, and so much more. Before we bid adieu, let's take a moment to appreciate the magic that continues to unfold in Mexico. From the vibrant street art that turns city walls into an open-air museum, to the undying spirit of the locals who wear their heart on their sleeves, Mexico is a country that keeps giving. It's like a piñata of surprises that never runs out of candies. Every corner you turn, every street you walk down, every person you meet is a new story waiting to be told. And we've only just scratched the surface. There's so much more to explore, so many more beans to jump, so many more sombreros to don. The Mexican magic continues, my friends. So stay tuned, because we're just getting started. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos.